Okay, students, good morning. Today's session, we are going to discuss about the uninformed search. So, what do you mean by uninformed search? Mean there is a blind search. This is also called as the blind search. So, in the previous session, we are already discussed on the general searching techniques. So, this is one of the searching techniques. There is the uninformed search as well as the informed search categories also. So how we are going to there is there is a complete or how we are going to work it out the uninformed search. Okay, so one of the best example for uninformed search is breadth first search as well as the depth first search also. And what are all the characteristics of uninformed search is simply searches there is state space and so we are able to distinguish between the gold state and then non-gold state. So this is another one more thing. So here we are our first aim is to expand the root node first, and next one is expand the every node at the level one, and then expand the level two also. So here this is the way we are going to expand the node or up to there is a d plus one level also. So this process can be executed until the end of the queue also. So you just note down the one simple the breadth first search. So this is a node. Okay, so this is a simple tree structure. So here normally in the breadth first search, if you are focusing on this the queue searching algorithm, the queue is a queue data structure can be uh, uh, used to implement this the breadth first search algorithm. So the first one thing is this is some representation of this the BFS. Okay, so you just note it out. Another one more thing is what is the general search algorithm that should be represented for implementing the breadth first search. So first one thing is here we are using the one of the important data structure is called as an Q data structure. So here we are writing the code also. Those here first one thing is node. So we are writing the code as make queue of make node of initial state problem. So the problem is there. The problem is associated with the initial state, and again these informations are associated with the make node, and these all those information has to be assigned in the queue. After that, in the next step, we are able to repeat the loop. So if the node is empty, then return failure. Suppose if the node is remove front end nodes. Okay, so suppose if the node is empty means okay, no problem. Uh, the return problem is failure. So if and the next one is the node is equal to remove front, that is also a node. Another one more thing is third step is if your goal test is reached means we just return the node, or otherwise we are able to repeat the process until the end of the process also. So this is an end and this is an end function also. Okay, so consider this the structure. So if you want to find out the solution of this solution for this the breadth first search, so consider the tree structure A, B, E, and C, D, F, G. So what is the meaning of this one? You just to note down the tree structure is A. So A may have the two different tree childrens, and B may have the only one children, and C may have one children D, and E may have the two different children F and G also. So this is one of the simple tree structure for the BFS. So now we are going to find out the BFS, and here A is the initial node and D is the final node. So how we are going to find out the node, or how we are going to find out the goal node of the particular DFS BFS process. So how we are going to do this? So you just take the node as A. So from this node, this is not a goal node. So again, it can be expanded further. So we may have the two options. So B and E. So once we may have the once we may have the children, so that should be added in the node Q status structure. That is A, B, E. Okay. So after this, there is no way. There is we just take it as we just move the pointer in the front side. So B is having only one the children is C, so it should be added at the end. So A, B, E, E, C. And again, so B are visited. Again, we just go for the option is E may have the two different nodes, that is F and G. And so again, F and G is okay. So after that, we just move it on the C. So C is having only one children, that is called as an D. Okay, so after that, we may move it on the F, there is no more children, and G, there is no children, and D come to this point of D, that is it reaches the goal state. So after that, we just return the result of the process. So what is the meaning of this one? Once the goal state is reached, we just stop the process. Suppose if the goal node is not reached at all, so we are able to add the nodes in the searching process, or the searching process, and it should be added in the queue data structures also. So this is a one important aspects. Another one more thing is that there is what are the observations. So we just have there is four observation. There is first one is very systematic process. Another one more thing is when the breadth first search guarantees to find out the solution if exists. Definitely the solutions may there is in the depth first search guarantees to find out the solution if it is exists. Suppose if there is the breadth first search, so find the shallowest goal state first. There is an exist there are several solutions also. Another the breadth first search find the cheapest solution, or it may be the very simple solution when the cost solution is non-decreasing functions also. So, so this is the way we are going to. These are all the observations from the and the breadth first search. Okay, so you just note it down. So before going to the topic, so you just knowing the basic idea of the breadth first search. Another second one thing is what is the function that can be utilized to solve this problem. So function general search problem. If it is satisfied, so it returns the solution, or otherwise returns failures also. So you just try it with one simple example. So A, B, E, C, F, G, and D also. So this is a sample tree input for the BFS. So if you are executing this the tree structure, we are able to find out the solution with the help of this the breadth first search. Okay, so what about the observation? It is a very systematic. Another one more thing is BFS guarantees to find out the solution if it exists, and the BFS to find out the shallowest goal state if there is exist in several solution. The breadth first search find the cheapest solution when the cost of the solution is in a non-decreasing functions, or in the functions also. And the next one more information is that there is an uninformed search that is called as an BFS. So, so how we are going to find out? So here for considering this the breadth first search, so evaluating the against the four criteria. So one is an complete process, another one is an optimal process. So in the complete process is there, or again we are able to achieve the optimal solution for this problem. So how will you do this now? So here we just measure the time complexity as well as the space complexity for the problems. So the space complexity means we just add the nodes. That is the 1 plus b plus b squared plus b cube plus up to b power d. So automatically there is we just take the space complexity is order of b power d. The next one thing is time complexity. There is 1 plus b squared plus b power 3 plus p power 3 plus up to b power d. So order of b also. So here b indicates as an branching factor, and d indicates an depth factor for this the process. So if the solution has to be found in somewhere on the dth level, the space and time complexity can be the less one. So, so this is the way we are able to find out the solution for this the breadth first search. Okay, got it. So you before starting this process, you just aim the breadth first search problem, and what are all the data structure has to be followed. Another one more thing is what is the logic. or generalized algorithm has to be used, and with some example. So how will you find out the solution? So again, each and every step, the node has to be added in the queue and find out the corresponding successor of the node. So once if it is found, and we are repeating the process until we are able to find out the node that should be satisfy the goal node also. So this is the way we are going to repeat the process for there is the BFS. Another one more thing is what are all the some general observation. So very systematic and breadth first search guarantees to find out the solution, and breadth first search to find out the shallowest goal state if there is this several solution, and breadth first search find the very cheapest solution, and when the cost solution in the non-decreasing factors. Okay, so this is a way we are going to able to find out the time complexity as well as the space complexity also. Okay, thank you.